Good evening, everyone. Your first forecast is brought to you by Stored at Home, rent-to-own portable buildings. We saw the rain mainly along the coast, and it will remain there for this evening. However, it will start to lift to the north as this front that's been stationed to our south starts to lift a little bit to the north. So we do have the possibility of showers and thunderstorms as we start off your weekend, and we're going to see more chances of rain. And unfortunately, it's going to be cloudy, but temperatures will be near normal. We're looking at highs around 83 degrees on Saturday, 85 degrees on Sunday with spotty showers and thunderstorms. We're going to see those temperatures really climb as we head into next week. We'll have details on that on ABC 31 News.
Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. An LSU athlete is gunned down after a fight near Southern University overnight. We do want to warn you, some viewers might find the video you're about to see disturbing. The incident was reported across from Southern University around 12:25 a.m. Baton Rouge police say 20-year-old Wade Sims was taken to an area hospital with an apparent gunshot wound. He did die later from that injury. Investigators are currently trying to locate the person seen in this video fighting with Sims. BRPD says the man they're seeking for questioning was wearing red pants with a white stripe down the leg and a gray shirt. Sims was a junior and a basketball player. LSU held a press conference today to address his death. AEX Creative, a group of creative individuals, held its first political forum last night. The group set the tone for millennials to get out and learn more about our local candidates. Mayoral, district judge, and city council candidates all had a chance to let the attendees get to know them and talk about their stances on the issues. If you missed the forum, you can visit AEX Creative's Facebook page to watch the event. Rapids Regional Medical Center held their annual oncology update earlier today. The update touched on cancer prevention by reducing risk factors and the HPV vaccine, which can help prevent certain cancers. Louisiana ranks third in the nation for cervical cancer and has a higher rate of HPV-related cancers than the national average.
The most important thing today is to have people understand that human papillomavirus, HPV, causes a significant number of cases of cancer in the United States each year. Over 30,000, maybe 35,000 cases of cancer are caused by this virus each year. There are many types of HPV virus that can cause cancer, but the best news is that there's a vaccine. It's the HPV vaccine, which when given to young children at age 11 to 12 can protect them against developing cancer due to HPV infection as they get into their 20s, 30s, and 40s. So the key message is that the current vaccine can prevent 90% of HPV-related cancers.
HPV is now also the most common cause of cancers of the throat and mouth as well. A number of physicians, nurses, and other healthcare providers attended this event, and they do so each year to discuss new treatment options and breakthroughs in different types of cancers. Helping Hand's consultation now has locations in Baton Rouge and Alexandria. They were joined earlier today by the Cenla Chamber of Commerce for a ribbon-cutting ceremony and offered information to community members about their mission. Helping Hands provides youth enrichment, mentoring, and counseling services. You can visit their website at hhconsultation.com to learn more. The Chamber also celebrated La Quinta Inn and Suites' $4 million renovation with a ribbon cutting last night. It had been 10 years since that hotel was last renovated. The hotel is located at 6161 West Calhoun Drive. Well, if you were downtown last night, you might have heard some Zydeco tunes. Residents came out to Downtown Rocks for a good time. Food and drink vendors were there as well. If you did miss out on the action last night, the next event will be on October 4th in front of City Hall. Well, October is almost here, and that means a whole new round of events for the central Louisiana area.
Of course, next weekend, October 6th, is Funktoberfest, the 4th annual. I know it's supposed to be bigger and better than it has in the past, and it starts that Friday night before, so if you haven't gotten your tickets for that yet, I suggest you get on it because I know they're running out of them. October 6th is a busy day. Kent House, and they're having craft sale there and also at Keys Park in Pineville. So if you want to get some crafts, maybe for your house or a Christmas gift, go ahead. And then there's also the River Oaks Christmas Porch Sale happening October 12th, Downtown Art Walk happening the 19th, and the Junior League's Very Merry Christmas is the weekend of the 25th.
To find out about more events happening in Cenla during the month of October, you can visit the Alexandria Pineville Area Convention and Visitors Bureau websites.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It was overcast for today, and so those temperatures stayed cool with the high only around 80 degrees. Tomorrow, it is going to be cloudy once again, but temperatures will actually be a little bit warmer. We do have the possibility of spotty thunderstorms through much of the weekend and then drying out a little bit as we head into early next week. In fact, with the sunshine, it will be warm and humid, and then rain chances will return for the later part of next week. But right now, we're enjoying winds coming in mainly from the north. Light winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour, but that is leaving us with a little bit drier conditions. So our dew points aren't quite in the 70s, still in the 60s though, so it's still a little bit muggy out there. Our high today only around 80 degrees because of the clouds and also those north winds. 81, the high in Leesville down to the south. It is a little bit cool as well with highs only in the low 80s. Our dew points are in the 60s, so not quite as bad as they were earlier this week where those dew points were in the mid 70s. Very tropical air that was in place, but we've dropped down into the 60s. Still muggy though. We're going to see this cold front that pushed through the region start to lift a little bit to the north, and that will push some of the showers and thunderstorms that you're seeing right now up a little bit to the north. So we do have chances of rain as we head into the weekend. Unfortunately, it's going to be for both days as well. So again, showers and thunderstorms will be possible, but I think way to our north, we're going to see the drier air reside up there. We're going to continue to see moisture come back into the region, especially with south winds returning this weekend. So here's a look at your future radar for tonight. I think we'll stay quiet, but then early in the morning hours, there could be a few showers that light up, and then by noon, a few more showers that will be moving in, and then more chances of rain in the late afternoon and early evening hours. So we do have that possibility of wet weather, unfortunately, returning to our area. But here's a look at your forecast for tonight. Temperatures dropping down to around 67 degrees in Alexandria, Boyce around 65 degrees, partly cloudy skies, but then in the early morning hours, there could be a few showers that will be returning to the region. Tomorrow, look for highs around 84 degrees in Alexandria, Boyce around 83, Otis around 83 as well, with spotty showers and thunderstorms not only in the morning, but also in the late afternoon and evening hours. More chances of rain as we end the weekend. Temperatures in the mid to upper 80s, and then as we head toward early next week, those temperatures will start to rise, especially because we're going to see a little bit more sunshine return to the region. So our highs will be back into the 90s, and our overnight lows will be in the 70s, an indication that the humidity will be returning as well. Plenty of sunshine for your Wednesday, but then another system comes through, so we are going to see chances of rain return for the latter part of next week. Temperatures dropping back down into the 80s by the end of next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Kim. Google CEO is meeting with Republican lawmakers about liberal bias, and Chase unveils a feature to immediately lock credit cards. Jeannie Yerman is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more in today's Tech Reports.
Google Chief Executive Sundar Pichai plans to appear at a private meeting of top GOP lawmakers today. He'll be discussing new scrutiny of the company's work with China, its market power, and alleged bias against conservatives in its search results. The meeting comes as some are calling for big tech companies to be regulated. Apple is already worth more than $1 trillion, and one bank thinks that it could become even more valuable. JPMorgan Chase says it could grow another 20%. Chase says the company's service, which includes the App Store, Apple Pay, and Apple Music, will drive it there. Tech jobs are expected to continue to grow. Modus Research has estimated that by 2024, the number of information technology opportunities and tech jobs will grow by 12%. Every business is transforming itself digitally, and that is creating a strong job market. Artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, blockchain, and virtual reality are all leading to more diverse tech work. Chase customers can now lock and unlock their Chase credit cards immediately to stop potential fraudulent use of their cards. The feature will allow customers to lock or unlock their cards from their phones through the Chase mobile app or from a computer via chase.com. This will allow them to instantly block new purchases, cash advances, and balance transfers when they've misplaced their credit cards. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jeannie Yerman with your Tech Report.
As fall tries to punch through, here's Weekends with 31. Music, food, games, and a jambalaya cook-off are featured in the Great Strides event to raise funds for cystic fibrosis. That's tomorrow from 9 to 1 at Menard High School. A dozen bands will entertain in exchange for 5 cans of food to benefit the Food Bank of Central Louisiana. Sinlaw Band-Aid is tomorrow, beginning at 11:30 at Rapides Coliseum. The Corn Maze opens tomorrow at Inglewood Farm. It features 8 acres of corn, plus jumpers, craft tables, a pumpkin patch, and other activities. You can check out the maze from 4 to 9. Blessings of the Hunt is tomorrow at Longville Baptist in DeVille. That begins at 4:45. There's a guest speaker, plus outdoor vendors and giveaways. And it's the second weekend for Steel Magnolias at Louisiana College. That's on stage tomorrow night at 7 with a 2 p.m. matinee on Sunday. And finally tonight, one woman in Maine is taking art to a completely different place. This is Mary Winchenbach from Somerville, Maine, and she makes art out of moose poop. Yeah, you heard that right. Winchenbach runs Turdy Works. She makes clocks, tiny people, and other objects out of the stuff that moose leave behind.
Now over here we make fecal people, and depending upon the shape of them middle turds right there, we can do them with big boobs or guts or butts or long legs or short legs, see, because there's no 2 turds that are ever alike. Have you ever seen a turd, the 2 turds alike?
Guess not.
No. And when a moose takes a dump, they'll crap out between 200 and 400 turds every time they take a crap, so it's like I get $5 a turd for these things, so I get jumping right up and down. I get excited when I see a turd.
Winchenbach isn't sure what comes next, but she has decided to up her game and take that moose poop art to Facebook. So, you know, Nick, if you want to track some of that down.
Moving on to something else. I'm super excited for corn mazes. That's what I love
Yes,
about fall.
for sure.
I love corn mazes in the fall.
Yes, I
that
do
sounds
too.
way better than what we just
Pumpkin.
saw.
Fun my thing, drink some
sure.
coffee.
Up the spice.
There you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.